It is a beautiful night for high school football in downtown Sylacauga at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. I'm Jimmy Dale Abrams along with Zachary Thomas Abrams. The Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week, the B.B. Comer Tigers. It is homecoming for the Tigers as they take on the Fayetteville Wolves. And Zach, a lot of excitement tonight for both these teams.
Yep, if Comer wins, they have a chance to make the playoffs, but another team's got to win for Comer to make the playoffs.
Yep,
and you know, Fayetteville, they're already in the playoffs, so.
And B.B. Comer has got to take care of business themselves tonight, and they've certainly got a tough chore against Fayetteville. Fayetteville 6-3 on the season, already in the playoffs. They're the 4th seed in their region in Class 2A, and they'll be traveling down to Luverne next week. John Limbaugh in his 8th year as head football coach. I think it's 8th year at Fayetteville, and they're 6-3 on the year. And Coach Adam Fawcett in his 2nd year at B.B. Comer, and it is homecoming for B.B. Comer tonight. It's a big, big game for the Tigers.
Yep, and they hadn't made the playoffs in a long, long time.
It's been a while.
And tonight, this night would be a good night to change that.
They got a chance, that is for sure. And the Wolves, for the 2nd time since Coach Limbaugh has been there in the playoffs. And it has been a big week. Of course, it rained Wednesday, and it washed out the B.B. Comer homecoming parade, but they've been at it all afternoon down at Legion Stadium, and they've had some music and Chris Ewing performing in front of the Coach Bobby Overton Fieldhouse, and it is a huge, huge night for the boosters and alumni. The B.B. Comer All Sports Booster Club presenting our pregame show. You see some of the B.B. Comer, you see the huge, huge crowd there, and they're tailgating and all this kind of stuff. You see the Tigers getting off the bus there. See Coach Adam Fawcett standing there with his bag and the cheerleaders. And so, Zach, you ever been a part of a homecoming like that?
No, I have not.
Well, this is a big one for the Tigers, and a huge crowd on hand already as they did the tailgating and entertainment. There's B.B. the Tiger right there. You ever met B.B. the Tiger? Well, there he is. He's waving at you right there.
Yeah, hey.
And some of the alum at B.B. Comer there, and it is such a huge, huge night. And there's Coach Harold Brooks, who coached at B.B. Comer, and he was a part of B.B. Comer down through the years, and lots of old grads there tonight. And you see it's a little bit cool, as temperatures tonight going to be in the 30s before it's all said and done, and won't be quite that cold at the stadium tonight, but it is a huge night for the B.B. Comer Tigers, and it is homecoming, and you see them kind of waving at you, Zach. That's Dee Dee Kane right there.
Hello.
Dee Dee played over at B.B. Comer, and that's just part of what is happening at the stadium late this afternoon as we get set for kickoff at 7 o'clock tonight from Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. B.B. Comer hosting Fayetteville. We hope that you can stay with us here on the WOIL and WOTM and TV 24 and lots of high school football. We end the regular season tonight, game 10 of the high school football season. A lot of teams packing it in for tonight. A lot of other teams have opportunities. And Gerhard Methengani, he talked about coming into tonight's game about who can be in, who can be out. Of course, we've got the Pigskin roundup after the game at 10:30 tonight. Here's Gerhard with kind of an update on what's going on tonight.
Welcome into our Pigskin Roundup TV 24 studio. I tell you what, one of the hardest things to believe, this is week 10 of the high school football season. The regular season comes to an end after today. We'll feature several games that we'll talk about in just a moment. But first, let's go back to a big game last week that's setting up a big playoff run. Piedmont and Wellborn squared off on the hill at Walter Wellborn. Wellborn pulling off one of the more bigger upsets in East Alabama with a 40-35 win over the Bulldogs. Now, this highlights a really strong season for Wellborn, and they carry that momentum into the playoffs.
You know, it was a big community win. You know, our community and our school was so behind it. And, the kids played just great. But, Piedmont played great too. That was a great high school football game, and if you were able to attend it or watch it right there, you really got your money's worth.
We went out there during practice. We practiced hard against them. We knew we had to go out there and play big, and we went out there. We had good practices. We did pretty good all week, and then we went out there during the game. There was a good atmosphere in our area, and we went out there and played our hearts out.
Now coming up in the playoffs for Wellborn in round 1 is Locust Fort. Locust Fort, the number 2 seed in Class 3A Region 5. They come in with a 6-4 record, and Wellborn will have the task of going on the road.
We got an off week this week, so that's good to get prepared for Locust Fort, our first round. So next week we're going to have to put it on them. We're going to have to, practice and go out there, and we're going to have to just play our hearts out.
I think they got a really good team. They're not in the playoffs for no reason, and they're actually the 2nd seed in their region. And with us all time for the region championship, we ended up with the 3rd seed right there, so we're having to travel the first round. So that in itself is going to be, a change for us because it's a pretty good distance, about an hour and 30 minutes away, and we're going to have to deal with the trip and then going over there and playing on their field.
So Wellborn is off this week, but there are several games on the slate, and we will feature them all coming up tonight on the Pigskin Roundup. 10:30 to 12:30, our 2-hour show returns for the final week of the regular season. Number 2 Ohatchee on the road at Pleasant Valley is a big one for playoff implications for the Raiders. That is our game of the week. We will also have camera crews in Oxford, Southside, Lincoln, Piedmont, Gadsden City, Hoax Bluff, among others. Head coach of the Galesville Trojans, Brian Knapp, and head coach of the Piedmont Bulldogs, Steve Smith, will both join us in studio. TV24.tv is where you can watch the show online, also on TV 47. So that wraps it up here from our Pigskin Roundup studio. We will see you in just a bit.
All right, Gerhard, appreciate it very much. And we get set for B.B. Comer hosting Fayetteville in a key inter-county matchup tonight. B.B. Comer must win and get some help from Ohatchee. Ohatchee undefeated, they're 8-0. They'll play Pleasant Valley, who's lost 4 games in a row. So if Ohatchee beats Pleasant Valley and B.B. Comer beats Fayetteville, B.B. Comer will be in as a number 4 seed in Class 3A in their particular region. We caught up with Coach John Limbaugh of the Fayetteville Wolves. He talked about last week's victory, and the Wolves, of course, secured a playoff spot in 2A with their win over Vincent last week. Also talking about the B.B. Comer Tigers, Coach John Limbaugh.
And, we're looking forward to tonight's game, and we may be in the playoffs, but the season's not over. It's a big game tonight with the B.B. Comer Tigers. And I know that Coach Adam Fawcett is doing a great job there. He's a great guy, great coach, doing a really awesome job there. And he's going to have his kids ready to play ball tonight. They've got a lot riding on it. The playoffs is riding on it tonight for them. But it's not so much trying to keep them out of the playoffs. We're not concerned about that. But what we're concerned about is getting another win, playing the game of football, and continuing on into the playoffs with the momentum.
And you were in Coach Fawcett's position last week. You knew that the Vincent game was the game to make or break where you get in the playoffs or not, and B.B. Comer needs to beat Fayetteville and Pleasant Valley to lose for them to get in, so a lot of pressure there.
Well, Pleasant Valley's going to lose. They're playing Ohatchee. They're going to lose, but the thing about it is and that should give them a little bit more incentive. I'm sure Coach Fawcett's already explained that to his team, but Ohatchee's got it going on. Coach Scott
they're
Martin
unbeaten over there.
Coach Scott Martin's doing a great job there. But B.B. Comer Tigers, they are in the same position we were last week, and we're fortunate to get the win. Anything can happen in a football game, but I told our kids, I said, guys, this is it. This is where you lay it on the line. And I'm sure Coach Fawcett's told his kids that. We were just very fortunate to get the win. That's where your team can take that next step. It's when you come down to a do or die situation and you get it done, you can then take that next step. And I think that's what our program is doing now. But I can't say enough about our seniors. Really and truly, this is a great group of seniors. we're going to miss them tremendously when they graduate. But hopefully we get to play a lot more games with them this year. Hopefully keep winning.
Was the punt block on, or was that just a special play that he made, or what?
No, punt block was on. We thought we could get to it, and he'd been going after those things, and Blake saw himself. He said, "I can get this thing. I can get this." So he got in there and got it, and we were just very, very fortunate that happened. But that's part of the game. That's part of the game we practice, part of the game we plan for. So when you have special teams doing what they're supposed to do, they can help you win a ball game. So that's something we want to try to do.
After the win clinches a playoff spot for Fayetteville, 6-3 on the season, one more regular season game to go. Any letdown concerns this week playing B.B. Comer after securing a playoff berth?
No, sir. It's a rivalry game. Our kids are looking forward to the ball game. I don't see a letdown whatsoever. Okay. I had somebody ask me erroneously a while back, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, if we made the playoffs, how would we play for the next game, for that last game when we rest people? I've never heard of such in my life. We're going to go play every game to win the ball game. We're not resting anybody. We're looking forward to the ball game. This in-county rivalry, an in-county school, and they very well may win the ball game, but we're going to do all we can to keep them from it. Our kids are going to get on that field. They're going to play. They're going to play hard, and hopefully we'll come out with a victory.
We've done several B.B. Comer games as we have Fayetteville games this year. B.B. Comer's got some good skill people.
Absolutely. They're very good. Their quarterback is quite the athlete and makes smart decisions. They got a couple of receivers very smart. We especially like a little freshman they got, number 25, quick as lightning. And number 3, he can get up and go. So they got some great skilled players there.
So tonight, Fayetteville and B.B. Comer's homecoming for B.B. Comer, and you've seen over the years the trappings of homecoming and how that energy can sometimes affect adversely a football team.
Yeah, well, it's everything tonight for them. It's their homecoming, their senior night, I believe it is, and they're having a concert and one thing that happened tonight that's pretty important is they're having a food drive that our Boots Club's taking a part in, and that's the important thing that's going on tonight, is helping the less fortunate and helping them out. But they got a lot going on tonight, and to keep all that in line with the 16-year-old mind is sometimes difficult, So.
And, of course, that's Coach John Limbaugh, the head football coach and athletic director at Fayetteville. The Wolves 6-3 on the year. In the first round of the 2A playoffs against Luverne next week, they get set for B.B. Comer tonight. Coach Adam Fawcett, the head football coach and athletic director at B.B. Comer, talked a little bit about their win last week, 68 points against Weaver, and looking ahead to the possibilities of tonight's game with the Fayetteville Wolves.
We're expecting a big crowd. I've talked to Mr. Seaborn. I was like, man, look, I need the band to be loud and crazy. And he's like, hey, we're going to be ready, Coach. We got you. So, but our kids feed off that energy, and we need all that energy for Friday for when we face Fayetteville.
It's all right before you, and certainly the must-win is applicable here. Fayetteville is no gimme. They're 6-3 on the year. They're in the playoffs. Yep. Coach Limbaugh's done a fine job with them down there.
Yeah, Coach Limbaugh's done a great job with those guys, and he's built that program over the years, and he's got them where he wants them. They're playing good football. They've got some explosive guys that can make plays. The Deloach kid and the Mansion kid are really good. They have a couple supporting cast members that are really good. They have a couple big linemen that can get after it. So. And they do a lot of stuff. Offensively, they do a lot of things. They show you a lot of different sets, a lot of different formations, and defensively, they get after it. So they're going to fly around. They're going to play hard. Beyond, I've been asked all week, are the guys excited about the game? Is the energy there? The energy would be there if we were 0-9 or 9-0, because all these guys know each other. So they're ready to play each other. They're ready, So that energy's there. We're both in county. This has kind of been built as a new rivalry and things like that. So you know, it's going to be a ball game either way, no matter what the records are. You can throw the records out the window. Both teams are going to show up and want to get after it. So,
well, tomorrow night, kick 7 o'clock at Legion Stadium in Silicaga. B.B. Comer hosting Fayetteville. It is homecoming. It looks like the rain is going to move out and just cooler temperatures.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be football weather, and we've told our guys all week, prepare for the weather. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cold. So go on and prepare for that, because the last thing I want to hear on the sideline on Friday night is it's cold. You know, that's not what a coach wants to hear. So. But yeah, it's going to be a good night for football, and I think that it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good night for Comer just in general, because of the crowd, because of the excitement, because of what's going on. It's just a building. You know, this is another brick in the wall for this program that we're building, and it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, a lot of the old grads coming back, and it's been a while. Since B.B. Comer has been in the mix as far as the playoff is concerned, and people seeing the program on the upward track, and that excites people that have been gone for 20 and 30 years.
It does. There's a lot of people that have reached out to me. A lot of people have reached out to the Alumni Association, and they've in turn reached out to me. So we've had people from 3 states away that graduated in the 60s that have reached out, and good luck, coach, best of luck to you. We won't be able to make it, but best of luck. We've had people from as far as 3 states away help with pregame meals, and we just recently got a $500 check from an alumni that was that's in South Carolina, and he I just want to help the program out, put this towards your pregame meals and things like that. So a lot of support. A lot of people are
That is Coach Adam Fawcett, the head football coach and athletic director at B.B. Comer, as we head to Legion Stadium and down on the field for the national anthem, brought to you by Silicaga Glass.
Watch over all those present, young and old, and every family represented.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Silicaga Glass presents our national anthem tonight from Legion Stadium. And Zach, that's always an important part of getting ready for a football game is the national anthem. And can you sing the national anthem?
For the land of the free.
You did good.
And the home of the brave.
Hey, you need to go on the road with that talent, okay?
I can't do
Yeah,
it.
you can. B.B. Comer hosting Fayetteville, and it's homecoming for B.B. Comer. We got that kit coming up in a little bit. A little bit later on, we've got the All-Star teams being selected for the state of Alabama. Of course, they play Mississippi every year. It's the Alabama All-Star, Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game, and it's been a while since Alabama's won. A couple of 3 players from Spanish Fort High School down in the Mobile area selected for the Alabama All-Star. Take a look.
Alabama, they put on a contest where young men from around the state of Alabama are chosen to go represent our state in an annual competition between Alabama and Mississippi. And we were very, very fortunate as a school haven't won in 2 years, since 2016, last time Alabama's won. And this year they're going to travel on December the 13th to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and take on the Mississippi All-Stars. And this game comes down to pride in your state, pride in your team, and when you're selected for this is a huge honor for them to be selected. And so first off, our first player selected will be Carlos Johnson. Our next player selected will be offensive lineman number 72, Lady Wilson. And finally, wide receiver. He'll be wearing number 88 in the game. Yeah, Chris Abel. Right.
One of the premier programs in high school football, Spanish Fort, and 3 players from Spanish Fort being selected for the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game. The B.B. Comer All-Sports Booster Club offensive defensive starting lineups for the Fayetteville Wolves, and Zachary Thomas Abrams has got that for you.
Yep, the wide receiver, number 12, Blake Matchin. Wide receiver, number 13, Luke White. Running back, number 33, Brady Ritchie. Fullback, number 26, Seth Limbaugh. Running back, number 3, Casey Bryant. Tight end, number 14, Tyler Hill. Quarterback, number 2, Pacey DeLoach. Left tackle, number 56, Blake Ritchie. Left guard, number 66, Tanner Harry. At center, number 64, Trevor DeLoach. Right guard, number 61, Will Darden. And right tackle, number 72, Connor Nelson.
That's the starting offensive lineup for the Wolves, and defensively, Zach, you got that.
Yep, there's number 56, defensive end, Blake Ritchie. Defensive tackle, number 72, Connor Nelson. Defensive end, number 64, Trevor DeLoach. Offensive outside linebacker, number 85, Stephen Barrett. Middle linebacker, number 18, Jacob Weiss. Middle linebacker, number 12, Blake Matchin. Outside linebacker, number 38, Camden Keaton. Cornerback, number 2, Pacey DeLoach. Cornerback, number 13, Luke White. At star, number 3, Kason Bryant. And at safety, number 11, Kason Gardner.
All right, that's the offense and defensive starting lineups for the 6-3 Fayetteville Wolves. They are the 4th seed in the 2A region playoffs. They'll travel down to Luverne next week to play one of the top teams in all of Class 2A, Luverne. And the B.B. Comer Tigers offense and defensive lineups coming up next, brought to you by the B.B. Comer All Sports Booster Club. For B.B. Comer, offensively at quarterback, number 8, Devontae Carmichael. The running back, the Beast, number 3, Raphael Johnson. At fullback, number 13, Chris Price. Wideouts, number 2, Deleon Welch. And number 25, James Carmichael, along with wideout Julius McCain, number 12. Left tackle, number 53, Chris Wilson. Left guard, number 57, Corey Anderson. At center, number 74, Kobe McCain. At right guard, number 65, Zachariah Carpenter. And at right tackle, number 54, Hagen DeLee. That's the offensive lineup for the B.B. Comer Tigers. Defensively for the Tigers, defensive end, number 74, Kobe McCain. At defensive tackle, number 57, Corey Anderson. Defensive tackle, Kamor Harris, number 23. Defensive end, number 53, Chris Wilson. The strong linebacker, number 11, Ward Rush. Middle backer is number 20, John Murphy. Weak linebacker, number 8, Devontae Carmichael. Corners are Julius McCain, number 12, and Raphael Johnson, number 3. Strong safety, number 4, Brian Bradford, and the free safety, number 2, DeLeon Wells. That's the starting offensive defense for the B.B. Comer Tigers. And Zach, you see B.B. Comer's fans out on there, especially their students out on the field to welcome the Tigers onto the playing surface. And it's a beautiful night for football, 46 degrees.
Yeah, it was pretty cold at school today too, and I bet they're even colder out there.
I bet so tonight.
Yep.
It's homecoming for B.B. Comer. The old alums and recent graduates are in town tonight for this matchup. Remember, B.B. Comer must win tonight against Fayetteville to have an opportunity for the playoffs in Class 3A. If B.B. Comer happens fortunate enough to win tonight against Fayetteville, which is no gimme for sure, it'll all depend on Pleasant Valley and Ohatchee unbeaten in Pleasant Valley is 4-5, or 5-4 on the season. So we'll see about that a little bit later on. And Zach, you got the captains for the Fayetteville Wolves.
Yep, that's 13. That's Luke White, and I think that's number 12, Andrew Madgen, and number 26, Seth Limbaugh, and I can't see who the last number is.
We'll pick him up in just a minute, but there's a quartet of captains for the Fayetteville Wolves tonight who come in at 6-3 on the season, and it looks like that's 33, is that right? Brady Ritchie? Yeah. And Fayetteville's got a good group of seniors tonight. And you see Brady Ritchie doing a little dance there at midfield.
He's pumped.
You see the captains for the Wolves head out onto the playing surface to meet up with the B.B. Comer Tiger captains. And Fayetteville, as we mentioned, already secured a playoff spot. And you got the captains for B.B. Comer.
If that's number 8, Devontae Carmichael. Number 11, Justin Rush. And number 74, that's, let me see, that is Kobe McCain. And number 4, Brian Bradford.
Yeah, this B.B. Comer Tiger team tonight knows what's ahead of them. They know what's at stake tonight. Coach Adam Fawcett in his second year as head football coach and athletic director at B.B. Comer, and a lot of people didn't think B.B. Comer could succeed as quickly as they have. They're 4-5, but boy, they're in a region with Piedmont, Randolph County, and Walter Wellborn, and all 3 of those teams in the playoffs too. And so you kind of know that the Tigers are in a difficult region, and they are up against the Fayetteville Wolves tonight at Legion Stadium. B.B. Comer has won the toss. I think they've deferred to the second half. And so we'll get this one started. Fayetteville, Zach, one of their strong points is their special teams. They blocked a punt last week and ran it in for a touchdown. They've got a good, solid field goal kicker and extra point kicker. So, you know, special teams could be a big key tonight in this game.
Yep, Fayetteville's got really good special teams, and, you know, that could be a big factor in this game.
It could be. B.B. Comer and Fayetteville will be back to Legion Stadium with a kickoff. The Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week right after this.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
You see the Fayetteville Wolves coming out onto the field, and a nice crowd from Fayetteville. They always support their sports programs at Fayetteville High School, and probably about, 10 miles from Sylacauga. And the B.B. Comer Tigers getting set to head out on the field. You see them right there. And big night for the Tigers, and a lot of excitement in the air for homecoming 2019 for the B.B. Comer Tigers against the Fayetteville Wolves. And there's also other games going on. Big matchup tonight with Talladega and Moody. Talladega, a 3 seed in Class 4A, and so we'll see how they do tonight against Moody in their final regular season game of the year 2. B.B. Comer getting set to kick off for homecoming 2019. The Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. Trent Robertson getting set to kick off for the Tigers, and that we'll see what happens here early on.
Yep. You know, Fayetteville's, of course, they're looking to score fast.
And the Tigers of B.B. Comer, with their offense scoring 68 points last week against Weaver. That's a lot of points.
Yep, they completely shut them out.
And we've seen Fayetteville score in the 50s and 60s this year too, so a lot of offense by both these teams. B.B. Comer getting set to kick it away. Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. Trent Robertson to kick it for the B.B. Comer Tigers. And down the field it goes. Picked up at the 20, bobbled around. 25-30 and knocked down there. Good coverage by the B.B. Comer defense on the opening kickoff.
Knocked down by number 44, Dakota Watts.
Luke White on the kickoff return for the Fayetteville Wolves. So it'll be first down for Fayetteville. As we're underway from Legion Stadium in Sylacauga, the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. The Wolves started out at their own 28-yard line, first down and 10. B.B. Comer with a 4-man defensive front. Their defense has played better, especially last week. And the Wolves started out with quarterback Blake Matchin calling the snap. He 3-step dropped to throw. He's throwing the home run ball. Got a man wide open out here. Caught at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, and beaten on the play of B.B. Comer, Julius McCain. He was 2 steps behind the receiver, Zach.
Yep, and he just burned him. Like, he went so fast, and I couldn't hardly see him.
So Luke White with the catch from Blake Matchin, and it's first and 10 for the Wolves at the B.B. Comer 21-yard line. So very quickly, the Wolves setting up shop deep inside Tiger territory. First down and 10. Matchin turns and gives to Seth Limbaugh. Limbaugh's hit at the 20-yard line.
Tackle by number 67. Let me see, that is... doesn't have his name on my paper.
I think that was 57. And that is Corey Anderson.
Yeah.
So it'll be second down, and a face mask called against B.B. Comer. So already the Tigers give up a big throw and catch on the first offensive play of the night, and now a major distance penalty with face mask. And at the 14-yard line for the Wolves. Senior quarterback Blake Matchin looks at a 6-man front. Matchin gives off right tackle, banging ahead is Seth Limbaugh, and he's all the way to the 7-yard line.
Tackle by number 11 and number 3. Number 3 is Devin Harvey, and number 11 is Ward Rush.
So big play here for the Wolves on first down. They got it at the 7-yard line now. 10:55 to go in the first quarter. The Wolves on the march early. Right up the middle, hitting inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. And that is Brady Ritchie.
Davian Welch with the tackle. And
Fayetteville hadn't had any trouble moving the ball so far.
nope, almost all their plays have been runs, and every one has gained yards.
Inside the 5-yard line. Fayetteville late getting a play in. Here's senior quarterback Blake Ritchie.
Looks like this is going to be another run, and it is by the
Quarterback
quarterback.
keeper, and he slips, and his hit falls forward near the end zone. B.B. Comer pushing him. He's right at the end zone. It'll be 2nd down and goal. So at the 1-yard line, Fayetteville knocking on the door early.
Only about 2 minutes into the game, maybe even less.
It was Blake Matchin to Luke White, the big play on this drive. And the Wolves have it at the 1-yard line of B.B. Comer. Quick snap and
touchdown.
Quarterback Matchin is hit. I don't think he got that.
Oh, he didn't. Great defense by Coleman.
So it'll bring up 3rd down now.
And that looks like Corey Anderson was the one on top of him.
So the Wolves trying to get in the end zone. It's actually 4th down now. So 4th and goal inside the 1-yard line. B.B. Comer trying to make a defensive stop right here. Everybody packed inside. Here's Matchin. Matchin gives to the fullback. He's hit, falls forward, fumbles the football. And I think Fayetteville recovered in the end zone. Yeah, they did. Touchdown for the Wolves. That's Jacob Weiss on the recovery in the end zone of the fumble from Seth Limbaugh.
And that just happened.
He tried to stretch it across the goal line and fumbled, but
they're going for 2 here. No, they're not.
Jacob Weiss with the fumble recovering the touchdown, so the point after to follow now. Camden Keaton fakes it as a throw off the 2-point conversion, and it's missed and incomplete. So a low throw as they try to get it to Tyler Hill. So the 2-point conversion.
I really knew that was going to be a 2-point conversion.
Did you?
And you said.
Fayetteville leads it by a score of 6-0. Big pass play to open the game. Blake Matchin to Luke White gets the Fayetteville Wolves deep. They punch it in and lead it by a score of 6-0. So Fayetteville, this is the way you want to start the game.
Yep, they scored fast out of the gates, and Comer, they need to win this football game to make the playoffs, so they got to make something happen.
They do. So Fayetteville kick off leading 6-0 early on in the first quarter. 8:49 to go here at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. Game time temperature at 46 degrees. And it's jacket weather tonight. So Fayetteville kicks off. And B.B. Comer's got a lot of speed in their skill positions. And let's see how they handle this kickoff. Big crowd for both schools here tonight. It is homecoming for B.B. Comer. And Matchin getting set to kick off. A little short kick that's going to be taken in and dropped and falling on at the 38-yard line. Not a good start for the B.B. Comer Tigers offensively or defensively tonight, as falling on the football is John Murphy.
Well, they're in pretty good field position, the 38-yard line, but
got to calm down a little bit and get yourself together and get going. B.B. Comer with the first down and 10, trailing 6-0. The Tigers to the line of scrimmage, and sophomore Devontae Carmichael will call the shots for the Tigers. He had a great game last week. Back there with him is Raphael Johnson, the junior. Man in motion, going on a little pitch and in trouble from the get-go, and tackle at the 30-yard line. And, well, I tell you, that was a busted block as Brian Bradford knocked down all the way back at the 31-yard line. So big loss for B.B. Comer. Trailing 6-0. The Tigers very slow getting started here.
Fayetteville's really been doing pretty well on offense and defense so far.
Carmichael will take the snap. He turns and gives to Johnson, and Johnson bulls his way across the 35. Mark it at the 36-yard line, 3rd down and 3.
Johnson carries 2.5 yards. Stop by Johnson and Moses.
So the Tigers need to convert here on this 3rd down. Carmichael rolling, looking, pulling it down. He's in trouble, and he's going to gets away and pulled down at the 34-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
Sacked by Andrew Matchin. Well, he might have gained a couple of yards, but Andrew Matchin with the tackle.
Blake Matchin with a great play defensively, so it'll be 4th down for the Tigers at their 34-yard line. Fayetteville with a good stop defensively, and the Tigers will have to punt. Fayetteville beat B.B. Comer handily last year. High snap, pull down, kick out of there. So line drive, punt taking it at 30. This is returnable to the 40-yard line, and tackle there. That is Luke White on the punt return.
And that's James Carmichael with the tackle.
So B.B. Comer trailing by a score of 6-0. And Fayetteville has it at their own 40-yard line. See if B.B. Comer can do a better job defensively on this one.
And hopefully they can stop Fayetteville.
6:39 to go in the first quarter. Quarterback keeper off right in, and knocked down for a loss is quarterback Matchin.
That looks like number 3. That'd be Devin Harvey with the tackle.
So 2nd down, loss of about a yard. So B.B. Comer trailing 6-0 with a defensively 2nd down. Low snap, Matchin swings it out of the backfield, 40-yard line, and knocked out of bounds, but a penalty flag is down.
Brian Bradford, the tackle, but there's a flag. That might be.
You can see what the officials call here. It happened on the Fayetteville sideline. It looks like it's going to go against the Wolves.
And
That'll
they'll
move
go
it further back.
about 15 yards. And that's not too good for Fayetteville.
2nd down for the Wolves at their own 31-yard line after the penalty was assessed. Matchin bobbles a snap. He pulls it down, steps up, and throws, almost intercepted.
Number 2 could have had that. That would have been Jalen Welch.
Matchin just kind of got some pressure and had to step up in the pocket and bring up 3rd down now. A lot of high school football being played on this Friday night, the final week of the regular season. 3rd down and long for the Wolves from the 31-yard line. Different look at quarterback. Throw it across the middle and it's dropped.
Dropped by 13. It's Luke White.
It's Pacey DeLoach with his first throw of the night, so that'll bring up 4th down. So B.B. Comer settling down a little bit, and they should get the football in pretty good field position after the punt from Matchin. 5:36 to go in the first quarter. Fayetteville leads B.B. Comer 6-0. High snap. Matchin pulls it down and kicks it out. And it's going to take B.B. Comer bouncing out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to mark it further up the field now, about the 47. So great field position, Zach, for B.B. Comer.
Yep, they're in great position. Not such a good punt by Fayetteville.
So B.B. Comer with a first down and 10, trailing by a score of 6-0. Tigers from their own 47, quarterback Keith, and bulling his way across midfield all the way to the 45-yard line. A nice run by Devontae Carmichael.
Tackled by number 72 of Fayetteville. Let me see, that is Connor Nelson.
So first down for actually a yard or so shy of the first down, second down and a couple. Same set for B.B. Comer this time, and they're going to swing it out of the backfield. It's caught by Carmichael, but Carmichael was tackled for a loss.
Taken behind the line of scrimmage by number 3, Kason Bryant.
James Carmichael, the freshman, on the reception. Of course, he and Devontae Carmichael are close relatives. So it'll be third down now and 8. So possession down for the Tigers. They ship the receivers to the top of the screen. Carmichael rolling away from pressure, setting up and throwing us incomplete at the 42-yard line.
Now make it fourth down. And looked like he had it in his hands, just couldn't control it.
That'll bring up fourth down as Moody scoring against Talladega to lead that game 7-0. Try to keep you updated on some of these as we go through the night. Fourth down for B.B. Comer. They'll punt, trailing 6-0. Good snap. Pretty good punt this time, but taken on the fly at the 17-yard line. Good running room, and slipping at the 25 to the 27-yard line. And that had opportunities for the Wolves, but the punt returner slipped down. That's Kason Gardner, the senior. At the 29-yard line. First down and 10 for Fayetteville, leading 6-0. The Wolves hit a big pass play early on. Matter of fact, first offensive play of the night, and got them deep in Tiger territory, and the Wolves take the lead. Throw it out here to Manchin, who is the wideout, and he's got both hands on the football, and he runs all the way. Picked up 12, 13 yards on that play.
Chris Wilson Jr. with the tackle.
Pacey DeLoach, the quarterback. He's a sophomore. And they use Blake Match in a lot of different positions. And he is a good playmaker, and made a nice run on that one after the catch at the 40-yard line of Fayetteville, first down and 10. Again, DeLoach at quarterback. He loads up and throws. This time, flips it out to Luke White.
It's 25 with the tackle. That's James Carmichael.
Penalty flag is down. See who this one's against. Maybe against Fayetteville again. At least they're walking that way.
So, holding on the offense.
A 10-yard mark off. So with the 28-yard line, it'll be first down and forever, I think, for the Fayetteville Wolves, leading 6-0. Caught out of the backfield, but it's incomplete. Good hard hit by the Tigers.
That third down. That looked a little like a fumble, but we found out that it's an incompletion. And there's a Fayetteville player down.
He's got a pretty good hit right there, and that's Luke White, who's caught a couple of balls tonight for the Wolves. He's going to have to come out of the game. Looked like he hurt his left knee. So Fayetteville leading B.B. Comer by a score of 6-0. That'll bring up second down when we get back to play here. B.B. Comer in a must-win situation to have any chance at the playoffs. At the 28-yard line. DeLoach loads up to throw. He's going for the home run ball, and it's incomplete.
A little overthrown. The intended receiver was number 12. That's Andrew Matchin.
So to bring up third down now, and about 20.
It's a long way to go.
B.B. Comer trailing 6-0. The Tigers must win and hope that Ohatchee beats Pleasant Valley tonight. Third and long. And sacked all the way back at the 15-yard line.
Sacked by number 21, Jacob Price.
So fourth down for Fayetteville, and B.B. Comer's defense looking a whole lot better. B.B. Comer should get good field position again. Pace of DeLoach will punt. Excuse me, that is Blake Matchin to punt at his 5-yard line.
And it's blocked.
And that's going to roll through the back of the end zone, so that's a safety. So B.B. Comer with a blocked punt gets on the scoreboard, trailing 6-2 now. So just like Fayetteville with a blocked punt last week, B.B. Comer blocks one tonight out of the back of the end zone, so it's 6-2.
And yeah, it's a safety.
Comer had a lot of guys putting pressure on the punter. I don't know exactly who that was that blocked it, but there's a lot of guys around.
They're showing number 8, so that might have been him.
And B.B. Comer gets on the board, give it the credit, the block punt to Vontae Carmichael. So it's 6-2.
And
kind of an unusual score.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of safeties. And I watched this football game one time where both the teams tied 2-2. That was one of the weirdest football games in history.
So B.B. Comer will get the football as Fayetteville will kick it to the Tigers after the safety. Looks like Fayetteville's going to punt it instead of kicking off a tee, which is their option and do how they want to. Blake Matchin will kick it away. So B.B. Comer with an opportunity here to swing that momentum. Taken in by Carmichael across midfield, and there he goes, spinning inside the 40 to the 36-yard line.
Tackled by number 56, Blake Ritchie, and pretty good return there. Gets past about the 35-yard line.
Carmichael was just a freshman, so we'll see him a lot for the Tigers. They'll put it at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10, B.B. Comer. Trailing by a score of 6-2. Carmichael with Carmichael keeps himself, and he breaks one tackle, but he stood up at the 34.
Tackled by number 12, Blake Matchin. That was a hard hit. that looked like it hurt because 2 players tackled him in the leg, and Matchin tackled him. Yeah.
33-yard line. Pick up a 3, 2nd and 7. Raphael Johnson, the junior, back there with quarterback Devontae Carmichael. Johnson off left tackle. He got a big hole. He got the first down and still moving to the 23-yard line.
That's the beast mode I was talking about. Number 12 again, Blake Matchin with the tackle.
So they'll move the chains. That's a Sidney Pennington first down at the 22-yard line. Quarterback Keat inside the 20, inside the 15, and spinning to the 10-yard line.
Still not down.
Nope.
Oh, he gets
all the way to the 5.
Wow.
Look like you running.
If we can get a replay on that, that'd be, man.
I bet it's coming. First and goal at the 5-yard line now for B.B. Comer.
And no, they are not going to show a replay. Yes, they are. You see, he gets tackled and you think he's going to go down, but he's not. He has like 5 players on him. And
touchdown for B.B. Comer off of right tackle. And the Tigers take the lead now by a score of 8-6. Harvey on the touchdown carry.
A little upset they didn't show us the full touchdown.
So B.B. Comer with the lead by a score of 8-6. Am I right on that? I guess he scored. Must have stepped out of bounds or something. Huh, what's this?
They're not showing the score, so I don't think they scored.
Must have stepped out of bounds, so chain marker showing 4th down.
And they got a, well, it shows 8.
And that's a nice run in the end zone. That's Devontae Carmichael, so this time for sure the Tigers with the lead.
10-6. They got a touchdown and then the 2-point
conversion. It's a good thing I'm not following chains.
Yep.
10-6, B.B. Comer at the end of the first quarter. Legion Stadium is homecoming for B.B. Comer, and a good ending to the first quarter with the Tigers on top 10-6. A funeral service represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
So a 3-yard touchdown run from Devontae Carmichael, then the 2-point conversion puts the Tigers on top by a score of 10-6. And Zach, you go back to that blocked punt for the safety, and B.B. Comer gets the football on the punt and put it in the end zone. So that's really a 10-point swing right there.
And they're now ahead by 4 points.
Yep.
And that's what you want to see out of Comer.
Trent Robertson, the senior, to kick off. 25-yard line. That is White on the
great
carry.
Return there.
Luke White, he got hurt a little bit earlier, but he did a good job on the kickoff return.
Number 20, John Murphy, and number 22, Trent Robertson. He's also the kicker.
45-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wolves, trailing by a score of 10-6 as we just start the second quarter. Second quarter action brought to you by Marble City Pharmacy, Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. Let's see, Fayetteville goes back to the same original set. Oh, they stay with Pacey DeLoach at quarterback. And he not got much at all. Actually, that's Casey Bryant at quarterback this time.
Devontae Carmichael with the tackle.
Didn't get much at all. Second down. Second and 10. Throwing. And almost intercepted. If B.B. Comer had been looking, they could have picked that off. Pass intended for Tyler Hill. So third down and 10. And penalty against B.B. Comer. So a major distance penalty against B.B. Comer. I think that's going to be 15 yards. Yeah. Goodness. All the way to the Tiger 40-yard line. So just like that, Fayetteville with a first down on the major distance penalty, trailing by a score of 10-6. Now they go back to Matchin at quarterback. Matchin hands to his big fullback, and he don't get much at all. Another penalty flag down.
Tackled by number 8, Devontae Carmichael.
Let's check this penalty flag. Holding against Fayetteville. So a lot of penalties here in the first half. That'll be a 10-yard mark-off. At the 49 for the Wolves. Fayetteville already in the playoffs with a win over Vincent last week. And the Tigers of B.B. Comer are trying to do their part to possibly make the playoffs themselves with a win tonight over Fayetteville and a loss by Pleasant Valley. Blake Matchin under center. Two-step drop, throws behind the intended receiver. Trying to get it to Stephen Barrett. At the 49-yard line, it will be second and very long for the Wolves. Matchin hands it, but the tackle, great open field tackle, but that's Cason Bryan on the carry, and he had no chance.
And Brian Bradford on the tackle.
Talladega has taken the lead over Moody 8-7. Final game of the regular season for both those teams. Of course, Talladega in the playoffs next week. So third down and 20 here for Fayetteville. Actually, longer than that after that loss. So it'll be third down and very long, and they go back with the quarterback Pacey DeLoach out of the spread formation. They may get a timeout here. I think so. The Wolves call a timeout. We'll take one as well. B.B. Comer leading Fayetteville by a score of 10-6. WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. The road to Jordan-Hare starts this Friday on WOTM with live first-round AHSAA playoff coverage featuring the Sylacauga Aggies visiting Death Valley to take on the Alexandria Valley Cubs. Stay with WOTM each Friday for live games every round of the playoffs and on to Jordan-Hare for exclusive TV coverage of the Alabama High School Athletic Association Super 7 only on WOTM. So after the timeout, Fayetteville will face third and very long, trailing by a score of 10-6 on a chilly night at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. So B.B. Comer trying to make a defensive stop here. You get a feeling B.B. Comer feeling just a little bit better about themselves. 3rd and long, with Deloach bobbling the snap and being knocked down as one of the up men who was really looked like he was going to block for a possible pass. That's Seth Limbaugh.
Brought down by number 21, Jacob Price. And
B.B. Comer should get it in fairly decent field position on the 4th down punt here at the 44-yard line.
Fayetteville's punting team comes out.
Blake Matchin to kick it away. B.B. Comer looks like they're coming after it again. He punts it away this time. And fair catch called for at the 28-yard line and taken in there by Devin Harvey. It'll be 1st down for B.B. Comer. If my numbers are right on B.B. Comer, Harvey's a freshman, I think. I think I'm right on that. So 1st down, B.B. Comer at the 28-yard line. Leading 10-6. Not much running room there.
Tackled by number 25 and 13. You see 25 is Dustin Wilson. 13 is Luke White.
Harvey on the carry for the Tigers. At the 29-yard line, 2nd down and 9. (10-6) B.B. Comer in the 2nd quarter. A little reverse, and Fayetteville has got this one sniffed out, and Carmichael is tackled all the way back at the 17-yard line.
Tackled by number 38, Camden Keaton.
That play didn't work, Dak.
Nope.
You know, we play that out in our yard sometime. It never worked then either.
Nope. Even when we have nobody playing against us.
3rd down and long.
Trip over our own shoelaces.
Looking to throw it. Throwing deep down the field into double coverage, and the ball is caught all the way to the 38-yard line. That was a great catch by Carmichael.
Finally tackled by Kason Gardner, number 11, and what a bomb throw. And really an amazing catch. And now they're all the way down in Fayetteville territory.
Double coverage. Carmichael to Carmichael. So big 1st down for the Tigers, trying to put some distance between they and the Wolves. So Cindy Pennington 1st down. Cindy running for Revenue Commissioner in March of next year, Talladega County. 1st and 10. Left tackle. 1st down and more inside the 30-yard line.
Can't even bring him down.
That is Harvey again.
Tackled by Luke White again. He was the one who was injured, but he came back in the game.
So another 1st down for B.B. Comer at the Fayetteville 26-yard line, leading 10-6. Don't know exactly how many minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. Is the clock not working properly. 7:17 to go, we're told now. Carmichael's in trouble, and Blake Matchin lassos him down. So at the 29-yard line, B.B. Comer with a 2nd down at about 13. Devontae Carmichael looking to throw.
Got a man wide open.
And he throws and is intercepted. Great play defensively by Fayetteville, and the interception by Pacey Deloach.
They had a wide open, 2 wide open men.
So Carmichael throwing a little bit off balance. He had a man open, you're right, but he threw it in the hands of DeLoach. And the Wolves took over with the interception at their own 12-yard line. So the first turnover of the night is an interception. Actually, the B.B. Comer with a block punt, but this is the first turnover with an interception by Fayetteville. Being pressured in the backfield and sacked all the way back at the 2-yard line is Pacey DeLoach.
Wow. And they're in position for another safety.
Look at B.B. Comer getting pressure on.
Sacked by, that's 23, Kamori Harris. They moved the football up a little bit.
It's a 4-yard line. Also helping out on that sack is Chris Wilson. Chris Wilson is an 8th grader, and penalty flags are down.
It looked like number 12 was calling a timeout, but
Let's see what the penalty is. He may have got it called just in time. You're right. You got that eagle eye there, Zach.
Yep.
Fayetteville gets a timeout, trailing by a score of 10-6. This is the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Back to Legion Stadium in Sylacauga as the Fayetteville Wolves trail B.B. Comer by a score of 10-6. And they got the timeout just in time, and they're Zach all the way back to their 2-yard line.
Yep. That's not too good for Fayetteville.
How both bands performing at halftime. Fayetteville and B.B. Comer. Got the ball spotted now at the 4-yard line. Fayetteville got that timeout just in the nick of time. Here's Pacey DeLoach. He's standing in his end zone. He'll take that snap, and B.B. Comer may have jumped offside. Legal procedure against Fayetteville. So that'll move it back to the 2-yard line. Can't go back much further.
Nope.
Pacey DeLoach, sophomore, loading up to throw it. And he throws it down the far sideline and is incomplete. Pretty good coverage by that is Carmichael for B.B. Comer. James Carmichael. Ten to 6 B.B. Comer, getting toward the midway part of the second quarter. .5:19 to go in the first half. Loach dancing around and pulls it down, and he goes across the 5 to the 10, maybe the 11-yard line. Bring up 4th down for the Wolves. So B.B. Comer should get the football back in pretty decent field position. Blake Matchin stands in his end zone to punt. B.B. Comer this time got the return on, and it's rolling. B.B. Comer lets it roll. That wasn't a good idea. I think B.B. Comer's return man got kind of confused a little bit, and Devin Harvey is pointing to himself like, hey, I should have fielded that football. So it's a 48-yard line. B.B. Comer leading by a score of 10-6, trying to get points before halftime. Devontae Carmichael. Not much running room at all inside between the tackles.
Someone's helmet went off.
Harvey
12 with
carry, lost a yard.
Julius. No, that's looking at the wrong paper. Blake Matchin with the tackle.
So second down and 11 for B.B. Comer. Carmichael's got receivers to the top end of the bottom, 5 wideouts total. Throws it out here to James Carmichael, and he's got inside the 45 to the 41, but let's check the penalty flag.
2 flags.
I think that's going to be a holding. Yep. B.B. Comer hurting themselves with penalties here. That's marked off all the way back to the 41-yard line. 10-6, B.B. Comer with the lead. They got a block punt out of the back of the end zone, and then put together a touchdown march with the ensuing punt from Fayetteville. Have taken the lead 10-6. Running room this time. This guy can fly. Touchdown, B.B. Comer. He can get it. Devin Harvey for the touchdown for B.B. Comer.
He might be faster than Raphael Johnson.
He is quick.
See,
once he gets in the secondary,
there's a huge hole there. And number 11 almost had him, but couldn't get there in time.
You would never catch him. B.B. Comer opens the lead up now to 16-6. This young man, you're going to see and hear a lot of him. He's just an 8th grader at B.B. Comer. Point after the follow. Robertson placed down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4:02 to go in the first half, B.B. Comer 17, Fayetteville 6. The Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week on WOIL, WOTM, and the Alabama Cable Network along with TV 24. Back to the stadium after this.
Looking for a great pre-owned car or truck? Come visit the Collins family at Stop and Shop Auto Sales. Owned and operated by Bobby and Anderson since 1996, and now with the newest member of the team, George Collins. We specialize in quality trucks from Ford and Chevy, and also carry a variety of dependable cars and SUVs. All of our vehicles are professionally serviced and checked for safety and reliability. So come see us today in Sylacauga at 230 West 1st Street, or call 256-249-0322.
Appreciate Bobby and Anderson Collins at Stop and Shop Auto Sales for being a part of the high school coverage tonight. B.B. Comer 17 and Fayetteville 6. The Tigers will kick off. A little over 4 minutes and some change left to go in the first half. Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. The final game, Zach, of the regular season.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be resting on a Friday after this night.
Next week, our broadcast crew will be on the road at Sylacauga in the first round of the 5A playoffs against Alexandria at Lou Scale Stadium. B.B. Comer kicking off. Trent Robertson. 23-yard line. Luke White running laterally. He's across the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Talk about 44 total watts.
We've only got a man down, injured player, and that's Brian Bradford.
There's a flag on the play too.
Yep. Usually that's on the kick return team, and I think that's going to be the case. We'll check Bradford's injury plus the penalty when we come back to Legion Stadium right after this.
Did you know that suicide is the second leading cause of death for ages 10 to 24? It is also one of the leading causes of preventable death in our nation. It is time we all start to talk more about youth suicide and how we can change these statistics. My name is Nick Saban, head football coach at the University of Alabama, and I'm working with the Jason Foundation and the AFCA to address this serious national health issue. Visit jasonfoundation.com to learn what you can do to help prevent youth suicide.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Homecoming tonight for the B.B. Comer Tigers as you see Bradford being helped up and off the playing surface. And Bradford is a key member of this B.B. Comer Tiger team, so hopefully he's going to be all right as now the officials mark off the penalty against the Wolves. And that is a holding against Fayetteville on the kickoff. So they trail at 17-6, and Fayetteville needs to get kind of untracked here after that big offensive throw and catch to start the game. Been kind of quiet.
Yep.
There is Limbaugh on the carry, and he's tackled at about the 25-yard line.
Big fullback. 23 with the tackle, Kamori Harris.
So second down for the Wolves at the 25-yard line. Remember, B.B. Comer must win tonight and hope that Ohatchee beats Pleasant Valley for that fourth playoff spot in their region in Class 3A. Second down, quarterback keeper Blake Matchin. Matchin is hit and driven back at the 30-yard line. Bring up third down. It's a first down as they move the chains now, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolves at their own 31-yard line. Cindy Pennington first down. Fayetteville always supports their athletic programs, and you can see in the stands they brought a lot of folks from down in Fayetteville tonight. 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Blake Matchin hands to the first man through, and that's Brady Ritchie. Brady with both hands on the football. He picks up about 3 yards.
Tackle by number 25, James Carmichael, and it looked like number 8 got in on the tackle there too. That's Devontae Carmichael.
Julius McCain get the defensive setup from the sideline. At the 35-yard line, second down at about 7. Matchin looking, he's going to keep it himself. He's in trouble and tackle from behind at the 31-yard line.
Ooh, and he's fired up. That's Brian Bradford with the sack.
Bradford was hurt just a few minutes ago.
Yep, and now he's all jumping for joy.
B.B. Comer calls a timeout. They want to try to get the football back, leading by a score of 17-6. And Coach John Limbaugh, you see Coach Limbaugh there, just a great, great guy. He pastored down at First Methodist Church in Fayetteville, and he has been the athletic director there for several years, the head football coach. I think he's in his 8th year now. And just a class act. You might remember Coach Limbaugh, right before fall camp started, was almost killed when he was trampled by a cow that he was tending to. And he is still recovering from that, as a matter of fact. And Coach Limbaugh will be the first to tell you that was a God thing, with his wife being in the right spot at the right time to save his life to get that cow off of him. So we get a timeout here, and Coach Limbaugh exhorting his football team to come on, let's pick it up a little bit. So we'll see what happened here on 3rd down after B.B. Comer called a timeout. 17-6, 3rd down and about 10. Matching, 3-step drop. He's throwing deep, floats it out there into coverage, incomplete. So it'll bring up 4th down, and he's trying to get it to Pacey DeLoach. Another penalty flag is down. He's holding again. Boy, Fayetteville had a lot of those tonight, and that was declined. So B.B. Comer is going to refuse the penalty and get the football back on 4th down.
Yep.
So the Tigers are hoping to get more points before the first half is over. So Blake Matchin will punt from inside his 20. Tigers leading 17-6 with just a few minutes left to go in the first half. Good snap, Matchin kicks. Pretty good coverage. He kicks away from the punt return guy, and of course that's Devontae Carmichael. So B.B. Comer will have it at their 39-yard line. So important, Zach. Maybe B.B. Comer can get another touchdown on the board, and Fayetteville trying to keep them out of the end zone.
Yep, and if they did, that'd make it 23-6, and then they'd be in pretty good position to win the game.
We'll see what happens here. We're timeout on the field, and Fayetteville calls a timeout this time. So B.B. Comer with a 17-6 lead. Of course, it's homecoming tonight for the Tigers. The B.B. Comer booster and alumni joining together to present homecoming. They had a great tailgate gathering, and all their spots were taken. They had a diagram of all their tailgate tents and stuff, and all those were taken about a week earlier. You see some of the guys right there, some of the old grads, and I saw WB, Wayne Brasher, right there a few minutes ago, and Wally Waldrop, Gator. And you see some of the tents that were set up, and that's a mean-looking tiger there, Zach.
Yep, that's very frightening.
There's some of the girls from B.B. Comer, and big smiles on their faces. They're celebrating homecoming tonight. And there's some more Tiger fans. Look at this. That's big Auburn. That's a big Auburn Tiger guy right there too. He's a big Auburn guy.
I'd like to have that hat.
Would you?
Yeah, be a great Halloween costume.
B.B. Comer with the first down. Carmichael on the run, flips it up, and it's going to be caught by one of the linemen, but penalty flag down. I would guess that would be holding against B.B. Comer.
That was a little crazy.
Fayetteville put a lot of pressure on the quarterback then. So, at the 30-yard line, set it at the 28 now. With the penalty against B.B. Comer, the penalty was declined by Fayetteville. It took them a long time to decline it. So second down and very long. Make it, second down and long for B.B. Comer. The young man who scored earlier, and he's on the run again. Look at this
He's
guy go.
gone
Ain't nobody
again.
touch him.
Well,
And look at this stiff arm for a touchdown.
and number 11 was the same one who tried to get him earlier.
It's Devin Harvey, and man,
He's fast.
he is indeed.
That'll make it 23-6. And
Look at this guy right here, just a freshman, and he turns the corner, and the afterburners are on. He got one man to beat, stiff arms him, and down the sideline for the touchdown is Devin Harvey.
it looked a little like a face mask. Got him in the he hit him in the face mask, but they didn't call it.
It's a good run by Harvey, and that opens up the game a little bit, 23-6 with a point after the follow. And it is up, and it is through. And that is Trent Robertson again. And it is 24-6, and you feel the momentum shifting. Coach Adam Fawcett and his B.B. Comer Tigers. We'll be back to Legion Stadium right after this.
A funeral service represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.
So, B.B. Comer with 2 touchdown runs by Devin Harvey and have increased the lead to 24-6. What happened to Raphael Johnson, Zach?
I don't know. He hadn't been playing much in the game.
hadn't. And Devin Harvey has shown he is certainly capable of picking up the slack.
Really kind of taking his place.
Yeah.
I hadn't even seen Raphael on the sideline.
40-yard line, first down in kickoff with B.B. Comer leading 24-6 late in the first half. Remember, Fayetteville led 6-0, 24 straight points.
And this is a game. And that is a short kick.
Taking on the run by Luke White, and he's across the 40. Running room 45 down the sideline. He's in Tiger territory and still moving. Surely he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
Look at this by Harvey. By Luke White.
I think he stepped out of bounds.
Look like it. Wow. You're talking about a turn of events. Let's watch this one.
If we could get a review on the sideline, that'd make it
You were right. As
easy.
a short kick, Harvey took it on the. Luke White takes it on the run, and he's on the corner, and.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds right there.
Officials don't say so.
I saw his foot.
So it's a touchdown for Fayetteville, and look at this, 24-12.
And
that was a great kickoff return for the Fayetteville Wolves. And Luke White. Kick is good on the extra point, and it's 24-13. And just like that, Fayetteville is right back in this football game. Zach, you think B.B. Comer's got it in hand, and Fayetteville is no quit? Luke White took that football on the run, streaks down the sideline. He's in the end zone.
I'm also kind of wondering if it's how many minutes left in the first half. The clock was working earlier in the game, but
24-13, B.B. Comer with the lead over Fayetteville, very late in the first half. B.B. Comer with a late first half touchdown, and you think that they might be in pretty good shape, but about 55 seconds to go in the half, and Fayetteville runs the kickoff back.
and you never expect.
You just never know.
You don't know what you don't know.
Oh, that's deep, Zach.
Got that from my meditation teacher.
Fayetteville kicking off, and Moody and Talladega tied at 7 at halftime. I think we said earlier it was 8-7, but it's tied at 7 apiece. Wolves kicking away.
Onside
kick, and B.B. Comer bobbling around. Look at Fayetteville. Are they on this football or not?
No.
Let's see. B.B. Comer's
got it. Wow.
That was a hot potato, wasn't it?
And Comer's got it in Fayetteville territory.
Chris Garrett, the freshman, and watch this one. Almost everybody had a hand on that one.
Yep.
So at midfield, with under a minute to go, B.B. Comer's in good shape again. That was a good call, though. That was that onside kick by Fayetteville. They had a good chance at recovering that.
Yep, but they just didn't.
Here is Carmichael looking to throw. He loads up and throws it deep, and it is caught for a touchdown.
Wow.
James Carmichael, 50 yards.
And he just throws a bomb. And you see, he could have swatted that away, but great touchdown by number 25, James Carmichael, and so far has been all Comer.
Brady Holmes got kind of turned around on the coverage. And it's 30-13 now. A lot of points being scored
by Comer. 43 in total.
Kick is up, and the kick is through.
Good.
So with 37.5 seconds to go before halftime, B.B. Comer 31, Fayetteville 13. Back to Legion Stadium right after this.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
What, Zach, 3 touchdowns in 2 minutes?
Yep.
2 by B.B. Comer, 1 by Fayetteville, and there's still some time left, so let's see if Fayetteville can put more points on the board. 31-13. You would think that one of these seems to make a stop, but in the last couple of minutes, neither has. Here we go. And this looks like Harvey is going to kick. And it's an onside kick, and Fayetteville recovers at the 46-yard line.
We'll have first down at their own 46-yard line.
Josh Liner fell on the onside kick, so Fayetteville's got it in pretty good field position with still some time left. $46-yard line. Think you're going to throw it deep?
Highly suggested.
Pacey DeLoach at quarterback this time. He is looking. He's being flushed out of the pocket, running laterally, and he will, he's not going to go out of bounds. He got the first down. Goodness, at the 43-yard line. That's a pretty good run.
Yep. Cindy Pennington first down.
Mm-hmm. Cindy Pennington first down. 21 seconds left to go in the half. I wouldn't think Fayetteville would sit on it. I don't think they'd try to go for a touchdown again. And B.B. Comer with a sack.
Oh, gets him back farther. It's number 23, Kamori Harris.
What was that little? Yeah. That's the end of the first half. B.B. Comer goes to the dressing room. Homecoming with a 31-13 lead over the Fayetteville Wolves. The Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week continues with our halftime show right after this. WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. The road to Jordan-Hare starts this Friday on WOTM with live first-round AHSAA playoff coverage featuring the Sylacauga Aggies visiting Death Valley to take on the Alexandria Valley Cubs. Stay with WOTM each Friday for live games every round of the playoffs and on to Jordan-Hare for exclusive TV coverage of the Alabama High School Athletic Association Super 7 only on WOTM.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Looking for a great pre-owned car or truck? Come visit the Collins family at Stop and Shop Auto Sales. Owned and operated by Bobby and Anderson since 1996, and now with the newest member of the team, George Collins. We specialize in quality trucks from Ford and Chevy, and also carry a variety of dependable cars and SUVs. All of our vehicles are professionally serviced and checked for safety and reliability. So come see us today in Sylacauga at 230 West 1st Street, or call 256-249-0322.
Nirvana and the Police. The band is under the direction of Miss Kristen Reyes. The protocol sponsor is Miss Amanda Sterling. The pride of the Wolfpack Marching Band is led on the field by drum major Seth Joyner. Hologon's captain is Emily Crash, and Hologon's co-captain is Taylor Green. Majorette captain is Emma Collins. Woodwind captain is Diane Baird, and percussion captain is Shauna Sherman. Drum major is the band ready. Band, take center field in halftime performance.
Welcome back to Legion Stadium, where the
know that suicide is the second leading cause of death for ages 10 to 24. It is also one of the leading causes of preventable death in our nation. It is time we all start to talk more about youth suicide and how we can change these statistics. My name is Nick Saban, head football coach at the University of Alabama, and I'm working with the Jason Foundation and the AFCA to address this serious national health issue. Visit jasonfoundation.com to learn what you can do to help prevent youth suicide.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
A funeral service represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. The road to Jordan-Hare starts this Friday on WOTM with live first-round AHSAA playoff coverage featuring the Sylacauga Aggies visiting Death Valley to take on the Alexandria Valley Cubs. Stay with WOTM each Friday for live games every round of the playoffs and on to Jordan-Hare for exclusive TV coverage of the Alabama High School Athletic Association Super 7 only on WOTM.
Ottawa County Board of Education Superintendent Dr. Suzanne Lacey, B.B. former high school principal Judson Ward, Assistant Principal Jamie Danford, and Band Director Dan Seaborn. We proudly present the Marching Sound of Go! The band is under field direction of drum major Nicholas McDaniel, color guard captain Carrie Ann Thornburg, and percussion captain Patrick Barnett. Tonight, we honor the 200th anniversary of our great state with our show entitled Celebrate Alabama. Song selections are all from various musicians throughout the state of Alabama. Song selections include Leonard Skinner's Sweet Home Alabama, featuring Luke Bowden on guitar and Patrick Cronin on vocals. And the band will conclude with Alabama's I Hope in Alabama. The alumni band members will be joining the Marching Sound of Gold for some song favorites. Drum Major Nicholas McDaniel, is your band ready?
That's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Marching Sound of Go! Sound of Gold and the Hey Song and ESPN, conducted by 2016 drum major Jayla Bentley. The alma mater, conducted by class of 2014 drum major Jayla Carter. The band will conclude with a very special performance of Eye of the Tiger by former drum major and now B.B. Comer High School counselor, Allison Moats.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Looking for a great pre-owned car or truck? Come visit the Collins family at Stop and Shop Auto Sales. Owned and operated by Bobby and Anderson since 1996, and now with the newest member of the team, George Collins. We specialize in quality trucks from Ford and Chevy, and also carry a variety of dependable cars and SUVs. All of our vehicles are professionally serviced and checked for safety and reliability. So come see us today in Sylacauga at 230 West 1st Street, or call 256-249-0322.
Did you know that suicide is the second leading cause of death for ages 10 to 24? It is also one of the leading causes of preventable death in our nation. It is time we all start to talk more about youth suicide and how we can change these statistics. My name is Nick Saban, head football coach at the University of Alabama, and I'm working with the Jason Foundation and the AFCA to address this serious national health issue. Visit jasonfoundation.com to learn what you can do to help prevent youth suicide.
Back at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga, B.B. Comer with a 31-13 lead over Fayetteville at homecoming halftime for the Tigers. And State Representative Ron Johnson partnering with us for tonight's game. Ohatchee leading Pleasant Valley big at halftime. So B.B. Comer in good position to make the playoffs if they continue in the second half. Let's look at some highlights in the first half. Fayetteville with points early on as the Wolves take a 6-0 lead in the football game. And then B.B. Comer with a block punt here and block it out of the back of the end zone. Carmichael with the punt block. And the Tigers on the board trailing 6-2, and they get the football on the kickoff. And here is a touchdown for B.B. Comer, and that's the first of 3 for Harvey. And the 2-point conversion is good, so the Tigers back on top now. And here's a big run by Harvey. This guy was a big running machine for the Tigers in the first half. That's the second of his 3 touchdowns. And B.B. Comer with the lead, and here he comes again, Harvey, and he gets on the corner and outruns, and he gets a stiff arm right here, and that's a great stiff arm, and runs it in the end zone. The Tigers open it up a little bit. Fayetteville doesn't give up, though. Here's the Tigers with a short kickoff, and Fayetteville's Luke White picks up a couple of blocks and tiptoes down the sidelines, and Luke White is in for the score. So big plays by both teams, and B.B. Comer's not through. They get the kickoff back and on the march again, and Carmichael to Carmichael. Devontae to James Carmichael, and B.B. Comer with a big lead at halftime, 31-13. And the Tigers are feeling a little bit as we get set to go in the third quarter with B.B. Comer on top here in the final game of the regular season for both these teams. And Fayetteville already in position for the playoffs, and they are a 4 seed in Class 2A. B.B. Comer, if they can keep going the way they're going, and Ohatchee continues to have their way with Pleasant Valley, B.B. Comer will make the playoffs. And what a surprise that would be to a lot of people. So the Tigers will receive the second half kickoff after they deferred in the first half. And Fayetteville will kick off with Levi Phillips to do the honors. We're underway in the second half. Another onside kick, and B.B. Comer looking for this one, and they fall on it at the 46-yard line. So B.B. Comer had their sure hand guys up there, and that's Julius McCain with the sure hands and the onside kick recovery. So the Tigers will have it at their own 44-yard line. B.B. Comer with the lead and the football at their own 44. And they go right back to a young man who had a stellar first half, but this time Fayetteville was looking for Devin Harvey, and they knock him down for a couple of yards loss. So at the 41-yard line, loss of about 3, 2nd down and 13. B.B. Comer had some success throwing the football in the first half. They got trips receivers to the top of the screen here. Harvey lines up with Carmichael. And they go back to Harvey, and he trying to get on the corner, and breaks a couple of tackles and is pulled out of bounds.
Johnson carry picks up 9 yards.
Will be short of the first down, 3rd down and about 6 for B.B. Comer. So possession down for the Tigers at the 48-yard line, leading 31-13 in the 3rd quarter. Big hole again, and there he goes again. That's another touchdown for Devin Harvey. He is having a career night for B.B. Comer. 37-13. And once this young man secures the football, he has got blazing speed, knows how to break tackles. He's in the end zone yet again for the Tigers. 37-13. The point after to follow from Trent Robertson. That's how you want to start the 3rd quarter if you're B.B. Comer. That one's blocked. So with just a couple of minutes gone in the 3rd quarter, B.B. Comer 37, Fayetteville 13. Back to Legion Stadium after this.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
It has been the Devin Harvey show for B.B. Comer in this football game. Here is Harvey again, and look at him. I mean, it says it all. 52 yards. Devin Harvey. He is an 8th grader. 37-13. It's amazing. We saw this young man earlier in the season, and I made the comment to Coach Fawcett, and may have made it on the air in a game that, hey, this is a young man that you're going to be seeing a whole lot more of, and you're seeing him tonight. The Tigers well in control right now, 37-13. 4 touchdowns by Devin Harvey. A swift kick, and fumbled around, picked up at the 25, and across the 35 to the 38-yard line. On the return for Fayetteville is Brady Ritchie. So at the 39-yard line, Fayetteville will have it trailing 37-13. So Wolves got to get going here. Pacey DeLoach at quarterback. Loach loads up and throws out of the backfield to Blake Matchin. Matchin doesn't get a whole lot, a couple of yards. B.B. Comer with good coverage by Carmichael. And he makes a tackle after a pickup of 3. Second down and about 7. Homecoming for B.B. Comer. So far, so good after a sluggish start for the Tigers. Pace of DeLoach, sophomore. Looking to throw, being pressured, rolls away, now throws on the run, caught and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Talladega leading Moody 14-7. Touchdown there for the Tigers. Monte Carmichael on the stop for B.B. Comer at the 45-yard line. Third down now and about 4. Fort Fayetteville trailing 37-13. Got some time this time. Swings it out of the backfield. Here's Luke White. He's had a fantastic game too. And he's on the move again. He's got a first down for the Wolves. Cindy Pennington first down. And Luke White, he is a junior, a little guy, 5'8", 155 pounds. But he knows where to go with the football after he catches it. But I guess that's one reason why there's maybe a holding on Fayetteville here. 37-13, so we'll mark that one off the board. We had a lot of holding calls tonight. Fayetteville's had a number of them against them. Let's see where they put the football. Oh, legal man downfield this time for the Wolves. So, third down. It's going to be third down and about 9. Possession down for the Wolves. B.B. Comer coming with a blitz, trying to get away, and he's going to be tackled at the 41-yard line. So B.B. Comer guessed right, and they came with a blitz. They got pressure from a safety coming in from the far side, so it's fourth down. 37-13, B.B. Comer with the lead, and Fayetteville is sending their punt team out. B.B. Comer trailed 6-0. But once they got started, they have had a lot of offensive plays, and Fayetteville faking the punt, and they got a first down. That was a great play. And B.B. Comer was kind of looking for it. Tyler Hill took the snap and goes across midfield to the 47-yard line. First down Fayetteville, and Coach John Limbaugh and his team, hey, they're not giving up easy at all. Sidney Pennington first down for the Wolves at the B.B. Comer 47-yard line. (37-13). B.B. Comer with the lead. Pleasant Valley well behind Ohatchee at last report, 35-0. I think it was 35-0. First down here for the Wolves. Across the middle, and it is incomplete. Pretty good coverage by Carmichael, and almost making a great catch was Blake Matchin. A pretty good throw by Pacey DeLoach. So second down. from the 47-yard line in Tiger territory. Pasted to Loach, and he's going to give it away, and not much running room at all for Brady Ritchie. B.B. Palmer had that one sniffed out pretty good as John Murphy slides over to make the tackle. So 3rd down and 10. Big possession down for the Wolves. You know, they went for it on 4th down a couple of minutes ago and converted. Moody and Talladega tied at 14. Or delay pass and a good job defensively by Carmichael coming from behind to make the tackle on Brady Ritchie. So to bring up 4th down. Great play by B.B. Palmer that time. And here's Moody with a big touchdown throw and catch. And so, Talladega kind of caught sleeping then, and we're tied at 14 there at Mary Dumas Stadium. 49-yard line, 4th down for the Wolves, and 11 yards to go. Big play here. Pressure, spinning away as the Loach looks, he's going to have to pull it down, and he's going to be pulled down. Great job defensively by the Tiger defense, and that's Chris Wilson, another 8th grader, and that's a penalty against Fayetteville. Let's see if they decline that. A lot of laundry here on the playing surface at Legion Stadium tonight. Coach Limbaugh trying to get an explanation from the referee, and he seems to be satisfied. And the referee coming over now, a personal foul against the Wolves is declined. So B.B. Palmer will take over at the Wolf 45-yard line. Let's see if they go back to Harvey. He's already scored 4 times. There he is again. This time Fayetteville says no way. And another penalty flag coming in. That would be holding against B.B. Palmer. Yep. So that one is against the Tigers. He's going to have to go back and forth with the penalties. At the 43-yard line now. 37-13, B.B. Palmer in command of this one, with a win and a Pleasant Valley loss, which it looks like Pleasant Valley is on the short end of a shellacking by an undefeated Ohatchee team. 2nd down. Carmichael throws across the middle, and it's a catch from James Carmichael. B.B. Palmer moving the football again at the Wolves 44-yard line. So after the holding penalty, the Tigers with that throw and catch in Wolf territory again. State Representative Ron Johnson, District 33, sponsoring high school football tonight on Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. Dante Carmichael keeps it himself, and he doesn't get much to the 42. So that will bring up for B.B. Palmer a 3rd down now and about 7. Trying to get you the time remaining here in the 3rd quarter shortly. Evan Harvey scored 4 touchdowns, and not this time. Fayetteville all over that. Dakota Ogle, 6'2", 275-pound sophomore, wraps him up. So it'll be 4th down. B.B. Comer will punt the football.
4th down, 7 yards gain.
The Tigers in command. High snap. Pulled down and punted away by Bradford. Takes a B.B. Comer roll inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. That's where Fayetteville will start after this timeout. B.B. Comer 37, Fayetteville 13, the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. A funeral service represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. 3:58 to go in the third quarter. Fayetteville trying to get something going offensively, and this Tiger defense is just kind of rugged right now. Ohatchee leading Pleasant Valley 41-0. Fayetteville with an injured player. That's Camden Keaton. His family goes to Valley View Church of God, I think. So 2nd down and long. For the Wolves. Pace of the Loach is split time with Blake Matchett at quarterback. The Loach throws is incomplete, and that'll be a penalty flag against B.B. Comer for interference. That was pretty clear on James Carmichael. So it'll be a Fayetteville 1st down. That penalty is assessed at the 27-yard line. 37-13 B.B. Comer late in the third quarter. Pumping to throw, loops it out, and it is a great catch. There he is again, Luke White. What can you say about this young man? Nice throw by Pace of Deloach, and right on the money to Luke White. Carmichael beating a step or two on the play. And can't throw it any better than that. So the Wolves at the B.B. Comer 33-yard line. 37-13, important for the Wolves to get points on the board this trip. First down and 10. Penalty flags down. And that's going to get against Fayetteville illegal procedure. Temperature at game time is about 46 degrees, about 40. It's a cold night in the sands tonight, and Coach Fawcett said earlier he didn't want to hear any of his players complaining about being cold. He said that's not what a coach wants to hear. First down and 15. Swinging it out of the backfield and pick up a couple of yards, not a whole lot, to Blake Matchin. B.B. Comer, should they win and Pleasant Valley continue to lose, which looks like obviously going to be the case, B.B. Comer would be the number 4 seed. They would go to Fultondale in the first round of the 3A playoffs. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Homecoming, Legion Stadium for B.B. Comer, leading big 37-13. Looking to throw, throwing incomplete. He was hit Pacey Deloach was as he threw the football. And Adam Fawcett in his second year at B.B. Comer. And it's phenomenal how B.B. Comer's fortunes have turned in a region that has 3 top 10 teams in the state of Alabama in 3A football coming out of that same region. Remember, Pleasant Valley lost to B.B. Comer, so B.B. Comer would get any tiebreakers there. So all the Tigers have to do is continue their winning ways tonight. Nice run by Pacey Deloach. And he's up near the 25-yard line. Getting late in the third quarter with B.B. Comer leading 37-13. Fourth down for the Wolves at about 3. Obviously, they're going to go for it here. They got to get points on the board. Pacey Deloach, who's thrown the football well at times. And the Tigers with a 5-man front. Fourth down. And Fayetteville wants to call a timeout. Deloach saw something that he wasn't comfortable with, and he gets a timeout. B.B. Comer 37, Fayetteville 13, 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. Back to Legion Stadium right after this.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
So after the Fayetteville timeout, they'll have it fourth down and about 3 at the Tiger 20, just outside the 25-yard line. Fourth down. Pacey Deloach after the timeout with a play call. Deloach looks and throws. Got a man wide open for the first down. B.B. Comer's defender broke inside, and he lost where Blake Matchin was, and Matchin with a nice first down reception. And it's a Sidney Pennington first down. Here is Deloach pumping. He's going to be sacked at about the 23-yard line. That's going to probably round out the third quarter. B.B. Comer got a player down. And that's Kamora Harris, another 8th grader for B.B. Comer. This is a very young football team. And with looks like pretty much a 5-5 regular season record, this young football team is going to be heard from. And you see people, young men like the injured player who just came out, who's an 8th grader, and he didn't want to come out of the game, Kamora Harris. Third quarter comes to a close. B.B. Comer 37, Fayetteville 13. Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week continues after this. WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. The road to Jordan-Hare starts this Friday on WOTM with live first-round AHSAA playoff coverage featuring the Sylacauga Aggies visiting Death Valley to take on the Alexandria Valley Cubs. Stay with WOTM each Friday for live games every round of the playoffs and on to Jordan-Hare for exclusive TV coverage of the Alabama High School Athletic Association Super 7 only on WOTM.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
We move to the fourth quarter with Fayetteville trailing 37-13 with a second down and about 15 now. DeLoach throwing into single coverage, and it is caught for the touchdown. I mean, that was a great fight for the football, and it was won by Blake Matchin. So it's 37-19 now, as B.B. Comer had pretty good coverage with Carmichael, but Blake Matchin just outthought him for it. And a pretty good throw once again by the young quarterback, Pacey DeLoach. So it's 37-19 now, with just mere seconds gone in the fourth quarter. See if Fayetteville goes for two here. Try to get to 37-21. I think they're going to do that. You got Matchin this time with a full house backfield. Matchin goes to Limbaugh, and Limbaugh dives, and let's see if he gets there. And the official said he does. The two-point conversion is good. So Fayetteville moves within a couple of three scores now, 37-21, just underway in the fourth quarter. So Fayetteville no quit in this football team. They do a great job under Coach John Limbaugh. 37-21. B.B. Comer back to Legion Stadium after this.
Looking for a great pre-owned car or truck? Come visit the Collins family at Stop and Shop Auto Sales. Owned and operated by Bobby and Anderson since 1996, and now with the newest member of the team, George Collins. We specialize in quality trucks from Ford and Chevy, and also carry a variety of dependable cars and SUVs. All of our vehicles are professionally serviced and checked for safety and reliability. So come see us today in Sylacauga at 230 West 1st Street, or call 256-249-0322.
Don't forget, next week we'll be up in Northeast Alabama for the first round of the 5A football playoff, the Alabama High School Athletic Association first round playoff game. It'll be the Sylacauga Aggies with an 8-2 regular season record, and they're on the road for, you're talking about a tough region, Sylacauga in a tough region as well. So Sylacauga finished 8-2 and finished as the third seed. That tells you something about that region too. So they'll play Alexandria next Friday night. We'll have that coverage for you on WOTM as well. Onside kick, the Wolves trying to let it roll 10 yards. B.B. Comer just dives on it. Good heads-up play by the B.B. Comer Tigers, and that's Chris Price, a sophomore. I don't think it had gone 10 yards, but Price made sure. 37-21, B.B. Comer at the Wolf 48-yard line. The Tigers have shown great explosiveness tonight with their running game. And also, you know, not bad from Carmichael to Carmichael throwing the football. Empty backfield for the Tigers. And B.B. Comer's going to have to burn a timeout. They were short of players. So with just less than a minute gone in the fourth quarter, B.B. Comer 37, Fayetteville 21, as we continue from Legion Stadium here in Sylacauga. And the Fayetteville Wolves in the playoffs next week. They'll be down in Luverne, Alabama, and southeast Alabama, as they will take on Luverne. That's probably a 3-hour trip for the Wolves. And second playoff trip for the Wolves in Coach John Limbaugh's tenure at Fayetteville as head football coach. They secured that fourth seed last week with a win over Vincent. So B.B. Comer trying to do the same tonight with a win over this Fayetteville team. And looks like Old Hatchie is doing what they need to do, so it looks good for the Tigers right now. First down and 10 for Carmichael. He takes a snap, and he's up the middle, breaking some tackles, running laterally down, in trouble, reverses his field, and he is going to go down. Defensively, the Wolves just not given any ground at all. He got back to the line of scrimmage and ran a long way to gain nothing. Second down and 10. (37-21) B.B. Comer. Handoff and tripped up at the line of scrimmage. And good job defensively by Blake Ritchie as he tackled the ankles of Devin Harvey. B.B. Comer's got an injured player. That is Harvey. It looked like he may have cramped up a little bit. They'll take him out of the game. So B.B. Comer, they're really fired up. They're encouraging one another. 10:51 to go in the football game, and the Tigers making sure that they're not getting kind of lax here. Brian Bradford checks in for B.B. Comer. Bradford in the backfield with quarterback Devontae Carmichael. Carmichael rolling away from pressure, and he's tripped up, reverses his field, and goes down at the 46-yard line. Great play by the Wolves defensively. And Blake Matchin with the sack. And he's helped out by guess who? Luke White. B.B. Comer a little flat here, and they'll punt the football. The Wolves are going to get pretty good field position probably as B.B. Comer punts from their 46, leading 37-21. Good snap. Wolves coming after it. Punt is out. White fumbles it. B.B. Comer says they got it. Now they fumble it back, and the Wolves get on it at the 20-yard line. It looked like for just a split second, James Carmichael was going to recover for B.B. Comer, but it squirted away from him, and the Wolves get on it. And they'll have it first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Boy, that was a break for the Wolves. We'll keep you updated on the clock. 37-21, B.B. Comer with a 2-touchdown advantage. First down and 10. To the top of the screen goes Blake Matchin, who scored a little early on a touchdown throw, and being sacked from behind by Carmichael is pasted to Loach. Second down. B.B. Comer trying to pick up the intensity just a little bit here. They lead it 37-21, and they are B.B. Comer trying to advance through the playoffs. 9:15 with the clock running. B.B. Comer trying to get the playoffs for the first time in a while, and it wouldn't be a better night than homecoming for the Tigers to do that. Here's the Wolves up to the line of scrimmage. Matchin, and whistles blow. See if a flag's down or somebody call a timeout. Timeout for Fayetteville. So with timeout on the field, B.B. Comer leading Fayetteville 37-21. Back to Legion Stadium after this.
Did you know that suicide is the second leading cause of death for ages 10 to 24? It is also one of the leading causes of preventable death in our nation. It is time we all start to talk more about youth suicide and how we can change these statistics. My name is Nick Saban, head football coach at the University of Alabama, and I'm working with the Jason Foundation and the AFCA to address this serious national health issue. Visit jasonfoundation.com to learn what you can do to help prevent youth suicide.
Back to Legion Stadium after the Fayetteville timeout. B.B. Comer 37, Fayetteville 21, as we are working near the 9-minute mark in the football game. This one has been set up for B.B. Comer all week as they've been building toward this homecoming game, and Normally, homecoming is played earlier in the season, but it's the last game of the year for the B.B. Comer Tigers, and they're trying to make it really, really special for the grads back in town and punching their ticket to the playoffs. Matching at quarterback. He steps up to throw, looks, throws. He got a strong arm. And he's throwing in here to double coverage and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyler Hill, but B.B. Comer with good coverage leading away Carmichael. 8:44 remaining with the stop of the clock with the incompletion. At the 18-yard line, Peterson Sun Funeral Home presenting the fourth quarter of action here from the stadium tonight. Don't forget, we'll be back with you the first round of the Alabama High School Athletic Association high school playoffs next week from Alexandria, Alabama. And whistles blow again, and Fayetteville has to burn another timeout. I wonder if that might cost them very late in the game, as they've used a couple of timeouts here in the last few minutes. B.B. Comer 37, Fayetteville 21. Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week on WOTM, WOIL, the Alabama Cable Network, and TV 24.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
So after yet another Fayetteville timeout, the Wolves will try it again from their own 18-yard line. Matching out of the spread. Now this is Deloach again at quarterback. And they're going to run a little flea flicker, and here is White. This guy has got some speed. Luke White. And a little razzle-dazzle for the Wolves. Watch this one. Here is Deloach. He flips it out here to Matchin, who in return pitches to White. And White streaking down the sideline. And he is in Tiger territory at the 47-yard line. Another Cindy Pennington first down for the Wolves. 37-21, still plenty of time. Here's Deloach. Five-step drop, throws it out of the backfield, and B.B. Comer all over that one. White with the reception, and Carmichael along with Kamora Harris combined on the stop. 8 to go in the football game. 37-21, B.B. Comer. Second down at about 12. B.B. Comer would travel to Fultondale, first round of the 3A playoffs, should they hold on and win here tonight. Here's Deloach pulling it down, running away from pressure. Now he loads up and fires deep, almost into the hands of Blake Matchin, who broke free for a moment, but pass a little bit too far out of the reach. With 7:20 to go in the football game. Third down now at 11. Fayetteville led 6-0 early in the football game. B.B. Comer kind of settled in and had some big plays of their own, most of them by Devin Harvey. Third down and 11. Deloach pressured, reverses his field, looks, throwing on the run, and he's caught. Look at this guy. He's all the way to the 23-yard line. A great throw to Tyler Hill, and Pacey DeLoach just made something out of nothing there. He gets a lot of pressure inside. He reverses, comes back to the Tiger sideline, throws on the run, and with a great catch is Tyler Hill to the Tiger 27-yard line. So here come the Wolves. Cindy Pennington first down. Pressure. DeLoach steps up in the pocket. Now rolls to his right. Throws on the run. And is a jump ball off the hands of Blake Matchin. And on the coverage for B.B. Comer, Julius McCain. Matchin looked like he was going up to tip in a missed shot on that one. Basketball, but just off his hands at the 27-yard line. Fayetteville still alive in this one. 37-21. Pacey DeLoach throwing incomplete. He threw into the middle of the field, trying to get it to Hill again. But B.B. Comer's Julius McCain may have been the closest to the football. Third down and 10. Clock stopped with the incompletion. Adam Fawcett in his second year at B.B. Comer, and is turning this program around for the Tigers. Third and long. Out of the backfield to Matchin. Matchin's got a couple of blockers ahead of him, and he bulls his way to about the 23-yard line where to bring up fourth down. B.B. Comer gave some ground, but circled over to make the tackle. That is Brian Bradford. Bradford had some help from John Murphy. So fourth down now and 6 for Fayetteville. Clock continuing to move. 37-21 B.B. Comer. 23-yard line. Fourth down. This is probably it right here. The Wolves feeling some pressure. DeLoach steps up, rolling away, looking, throwing deep into the end zone. Got a man out there, incomplete. Great job of recovery by Devin Harvey as they were trying to get the football to Luke White, who has done a great job for the Wolves tonight, but it falls harmlessly to the turf, and B.B. Comer will take over on downs. Moody with a touchdown here to take the lead over Talladega 21-14 at Mary Dumas Stadium. Talladega already in the playoffs. Moody just trying to end their season with a win, and Moody's had a down year, but he expected Talladega to win this game, but not so far. First down, B.B. Comer leading 37-21 late. Dumped the pass out in the flat to John Murphy. Murphy dives near the first down marker. And officials mark it well short now at the 30-yard line. You got to get to the 33. 5:51 to go in the football game. I'm surprised B.B. Comer threw the football in. So second down and 3. The dangerous Devin Harvey, the young 8th grader, lines up in the backfield with quarterback Devontae Carmichael. Big hole. Harvey doesn't get there. He gets to the 32-yard line. Good job by the Fayetteville Wolves, and there's Blake Matchin again. Matchin is hit in the head there on that play, and he's slow getting up, and officials trying to check with him, make sure he's all right. He's a gamer for sure, Matchin is. Third down and a yard. Quarterback Carmichael rolls around left end. He got the first down and more to the 45-yard line.
Carmichael picks up another Tiger first down.
Defensively for Fayetteville on the play was Stephen Barrett. 5:12 to go. Cindy Pennington first down as they move the chains. B.B. Comer staying ahead of the chains, so that's a good thing for the Tigers. At the 45-yard line, 1st and 10, leading 37-21. Inside it goes between the tackles to Devin Harvey, who just lowers his head and gets 2 or 3 yards. Second down and about 7. (37-21) B.B. Comer. And winding that clock down, that play clock, before they snap the football. And again, it's Harvey, and very little. He may have got a yard. Dakota Ogle with a stop. 4 minutes to go in the game. B.B. Comer in good shape here at midfield. 3rd down and 4. Winding the clock down. Carmichael gives to Harvey again. Harvey's got the first down and more. Harvey breaking tackles inside the 30, inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. Devin Harvey having a career night for B.B. Comer. Great blocking by the interior of B.B. Comer's offensive line. Haven't said a whole lot about them tonight, but boy, they've done yeoman's work. 3:23 all the way to the 23-yard line. B.B. Comer with a Cindy Pennington first down. The Tigers just wanting to run clock now, leading by 2 scores, 37-21. Carmichael and tackle in the backfield for a yard or so loss with Devin Harvey. It'll be interesting to see the numbers on Harvey because he has had a night tonight. And you know, Coach Adam Fawcett can't help but have a smile on his face because this Tiger team has come from nowhere this season. We approach 2 minutes now. Harvey off left end, and he turns the corner, staying in bounds, and now dances out of bounds. Penalty flag thrown, and that may be against B.B. Comer. Harvey kind of slowed down to get his blocks in order, but it's going to be holding against B.B. Comer. But really, B.B. Comer is more concerned about time coming off that clock than they are anything else. Fayetteville will move on to the 2A playoffs. They will fall to 6-4 to conclude the regular season. B.B. Comer will improve to the 500 mark at 5-5. So we've got 4 or 5 teams out of Talladega County that's in the playoffs this year, which is really good. You'll have B.B. Comer, you'll have Sylacauga, you'll have Fayetteville and Talladega. Low snap, and Carmichael picks it up off the roll, and he turns the corner. And he steps out of bounds, and he may have the first down. Right at the first down marker is Devontae Carmichael. We'll get you the time in just a minute, and the officials are bringing it back upfield. 2:01 to go, and that's going to be another penalty. That'll go against the Tigers. And that's probably going to be another holding. Blocking the back. So, another penalty against B.B. Comer. Second down. They got to get all the way to the 8-yard, make it the 13-yard line for a first down. Really doesn't matter. B.B. Comer wanting to wind that clock. Carmichael is trying to hand it to Harvey and finally gets it to him, but number 54 had nothing to do with it. That's Dakota Ogle again. Not much time left in the game. B.B. Comer with the clock rolling toward a minute to go in the game, leading 37-21. It's an exciting group of B.B. Comer faithful tonight as they've stayed the course with this Tiger team, and B.B. Comer rewarding them for being at the stadium on a cold Friday night. Here's Carmichael turning the corner. Carmichael turned on the afterburners, breaking a tackle to the 22-yard line, and he's knocked down by Pacey DeLoach. 45 seconds, the clock running. 4th down and 9. B.B. Comer doesn't care. Coach Adam Fawcett says, wind it down. And look at that B.B. Comer sideline. They are really excited. And rightly so. 4th down. I'll take it all the way down. Carmichael hands to Harvey, and Harvey just circles around, and he is holding that thing out like a loaf of bread before he's tackled at the 30-yard line. And B.B. Comer with a 37-21 win over the Fayetteville Wolves as the clock is going to wind down. And B.B. Comer looks like that they're going to be in the playoffs for the first time in a good little while. And congratulations to B.B. Comer, very young football team, very raw football team, but they have really come on. And Coach Fawcett talked about all year about the youth of this football team. And he's talked about how they've grown. They don't have a whole lot of numbers, but the numbers have gotten better. And he said young men are walking the hallways now talking about coming out for spring football for B.B. Comer. Well, you can see the reason why. Fayetteville, on the other hand, they headed to the playoffs too. DeLoach pumps and throws down the middle of the field, and it is going to be intercepted by James Carmichael, and that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's B.B. Comer. And look at this young football team. They are so excited as the Tigers, with a win tonight over the Fayetteville Wolves, 37-21. Coach Adam Fawcett going over to meet with Coach John Limbaugh. And both these guys, very Christian-oriented people. Coach Limbaugh, pastor down at Fayetteville Methodist Church. Coach Fawcett, very involved at First Assembly of God here in town. And just a good football game by both these teams tonight. And Fayetteville will move on to the 2A playoffs. B.B. Comer looks like going to be 4th seed in 3A as we kind of rewind the highlights for tonight. And it started several hours ago with the Fayetteville Wolves scoring early and taking a 6-0 lead over the Tigers. And B.B. Comer with a blocked punt here that gets some momentum shifted. Carmichael blocks a punt. It goes out of the back of the end zone. And the Tigers are on the board with a 6-2 deficit. And they get the kickoff, and it's actually a punt. And the Tigers get on the scoreboard with Harvey from 3 yards out. 2-point conversion is good. B.B. Comer takes the lead for the first time tonight, but the Tigers are anything but through. Here is Harvey from 61 yards. Looks like he shot out of a cannon, doesn't he? That's his first of 4 touchdowns. Actually, the second of 4 touchdowns. And here he comes again, this time from 75 yards. Harvey streaking down the sideline. Watch his stiff arm. Bang, right there. In the end zone for yet another B.B. Comer touchdown. B.B. Comer with a short kickoff, and Luke White on the run. 67 yards later, White is in the end zone. Make it 77 yards later. White is in the end zone, and Fayetteville on the board late in the first half. B.B. Comer, yet again, the Tigers. Carmichael to Carmichael. Jump ball situation. Carmichael takes it in for the touchdown. That's James Carmichael for B.B. Comer. Here is Harvey once again. 65 yards. He turns on the afterburners, and he's in for the touchdown, number 4 of the night for Harvey. B.B. Comer stretching that lead. Fayetteville trying to get back in the football game. Here's DeLoach throwing. Jump ball situation. Touchdown. Blake Matchin. B.B. Comer holds on to beat Fayetteville Wolves 37-21. And look at this Tiger team. Their fans excited. The Tigers excited. Very young football team. Making the playoffs apparently. Fayetteville, they're in the playoffs as well. So you couldn't feel better about either team because both are in the playoffs the first round. But this B.B. Comer team is homecoming 2019, and you see Coach Adam Fawcett right there. And he is excited, as his coaching staff is, and fans about this B.B. Comer football team. The Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week, your final from Legion Stadium. B.B. Comer 37, Fayetteville 21. We'll see you next week from Alexandria, Alabama. Good night, everybody.